a relationship should be equal.
Well, in the way that like the woman should view the man as a trophy and the man should view the woman as a trophy. Like it should be equal in that sense. That like you should both adore each other and love each other the exact same amount. Right. For it to work and like to be like a healthy relationship.
One person shouldn't be like the only valuable person in the relationship, you know? Has to be equal.
Agreed.
Okay. Didn't last show you said women are the prize?
No, I don't even think you asked that last time, to be honest.
Well, what do you think?
I don't know.
Because you said all women are 10s, but not all men are 10s.
I'm telling you this, Brian. If I was in a relationship, to me, and I really like them.
Go ahead.
I'm just saying, like, if I was in a relationship and I
Into
really
the mic.
if I was in a relationship and I really like them, then yeah, like to me, like that person's a prize, that person's a trophy, and I love them, and I'm happy to be with them.
Okay.
Good answer.
Two last questions here. How long do you wait until hooking up with a guy? We'll start over here.
I think not immediately, but if you feel like you have a connection with him right off the bat, and you think that it's something real and like it's not just gonna be, you know, like a one night thing, I don't know, I guess it just depends on how quickly your relationship moves. Sometimes they can move pretty fast, so it just depends on the connection you have with the person, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel like you already know my answer.
Marriage. Okay. What about you, Kaylin?
I think I do like the 3-month rule to see if they're actually committed to you.
You look so shocked.
Sounds like a lot of work.
You gotta wait.
3 months.
You gotta wait, bro.
Wait. Question for Kaylin. So, explain your rule. The 3-month rule.
So it's like a rule. Like if they really wanted to commit to you and not just use you for your body, then they'll like be with you longer than 3 months or up to 3 months.
Have you ever had a one-night stand?
I have, yeah.
Oh,
interesting.
Kaylin.
So why does the person that you find actually valuable, that you actually want to commit to and share life with, have to wait and be punished for that?
I just want to make sure they're worthy of it.
Yeah.
I don't think they're being punished. I just want to think.
Waiting to have sex is
not
a punishment.
So all men are talking to women because we all want to procreate. They're talking to you because they want to fuck. And so if you had a one-night stand and you're going to make the man that you actually want to have like a life with, you're going to make him wait. Why? Someone else got the prize quicker. So
I wouldn't say.
Help me understand.
I would just say that if I wanted, like, if I saw this man, I feel like I date for marriage. So far I've only had one ex that I planned on marrying.
Stop the cap.
But it didn't work. I made him wait more than 3 months, actually. I made him wait 6 months. But I feel like if I was looking for something in that specific man that I would want like to last for marriage, then I would make him, I guess, feel like I could trust him in that kind of way. So like be able to commit to him and only him.
So you've had a one-night stand.
Mm-hmm.
However, you're making a man wait.
I'm not making anyone wait right now, but yeah.
Right, but you said you have a 3-month rule. Mm-hmm. So you find a guy and he knows this information. Why would you make him wait?
I said it to see if.
Well,
but then you don't make these one-night stands wait. I think that's where it doesn't make sense.
So a man in his head.
Relationship with that one night stand, or
a man
just want to hook up with him. That's the difference, because there is a big difference with pursuing a relationship with somebody and just wanting to hook up with somebody.
But I don't like how we compartmentalize how we treat sex. Like, okay, if you don't want anything from the guy and you just want casual sex, just fuck him right away. Whereas the guy who you actually value and he values you and he wants a relationship with you, make him wait.
Well,
why can't you just either? I think you honestly should have the same standard across the board. I think you're free to move however you want, but it should either be like, if your standard is, hey, make guys wait, you shouldn't be giving it up to some guy who's not worthy of a relationship. Thank you, man.
I'm women. THR were men who didn't want to go away. Women who wanted to do a man's job. Times were hard for both. But men are still expected to go war, provide alimony, etc. Men are still playing traditional roles but not women. PLS day anti-misuse feminism.
Wow, the TTS scuffed that one up. Hey, thank you for the $50 super chat. Appreciate it. So we were talking about, this whole hooking up thing. So you've had one night stands. Have you had like hookups, just casual hookups or friends with benefits or anything?
So when I guess the one night stand that I've had, I was looking for something more than just a one night stand. Mm-hmm. But in order to I guess feel like they wanted me, I felt like obligated to sleep with them, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So in that case, I feel like in order to see if they actually wanted something long term with me, I had to sleep with them just because, not had to, that's a bad choice of words, but I felt obligated to, just to see if they actually wanted me for me.
So you said one night stand. You met the guy the same night you had sex with him.
No, I meant hookup. Sorry. No, I met him I met him before.
Okay.
But you only slept with him one time.
Yes.
Was that he just ghosted you afterwards? What happened?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I mean, did he mislead you?
We had talked, we'd been talking for a while before. So I guess in a sense it
Okay, it wasn't a one night stand, but go ahead.
Yeah, so we had been talking a while, but I guess we only hooked up once, if that makes sense.
So how long had you been talking to him before you guys hooked up?
It was 2 months. So
so even talking to a guy for 2 months did not prevent him from. See, I think, there are definitely guys out there that will mislead women into thinking that they want a relationship. I think that's wrong. But I also think that the way most adult relationships start nowadays, it's not, hey, let's wait 3 months, let's go on 10 dates and then have sex. It's let's hook up, continue hooking up, and then we've now found ourselves in a relationship. I think that's how it plays out most. There's some guys, at least for me, some guys definitely judge. If a girl hooks up too soon, they'll judge a girl. Me personally, that's not the case. All of my long-term relationships, I've had a 5-year relationship, 2-year relationship, 1-year relationship. All those girls, it was either the second or third night. I think one of them we hooked up the first night even. So I don't think hooking up early on necessarily means that you can't, a long-term relationship can't flourish from that. I don't know. Did you want to respond?
I was done saying what I had to say. Yeah.
So a thing that a man thinks the reason why I asked if it was a one night stand specific, real quick, did you have a one night stand? Finish the question off.
Never.
You have a one night stand?
Yeah.
You have?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so for the next man that you have, and if this goes for any female that had a one night stand before, a man's gonna think oh my God, so this girl's had sex with one guy the day she met him. Why can't I do that? So it's going to emasculate him internally in his mind and be okay, this girl's not someone I can really take seriously, because if she's having one night stands with that guy, probably do it with somebody else. And not only that, it could put a seed in his mind, she'll bounce whenever she's not entertained enough. I actually think men nowadays are supposed to be modern life jesters for people, because if a girl's not entertained, she gets bored, she leaves him, and that's not cool.
Yeah. Also, if a girl, I've actually had this experience. I had a recent dating experience where this girl I hung out with her 3 or 4 times, and look, not ultimately your decision. It's not going to be it's her call if she wants to hook up or not. But I had a conversation with her, and she was telling me hold on. We're going to wrap here soon. We're just wrapping on this point. So she told me that she hooked up a month earlier. She the first night she met the guy, she hooked up with him. I've had this experience with so many girls. They make me wait, and then they tell me, hey, I had a hoe phase. I've had one night stands. I've done XYZ. And I'm the way it makes me feel is you just aren't attracted to me in that way.
Yeah,
you're just not into me.
If you're attracted to a guy, you never tell them about your past. Yeah. To be honest.
No, it's not about her telling me my past. It's
she's probably just trying to hurt you, Brian. If I'm gonna be honest with you.
No. That's not it, because I was asking. But the thing is that my sense is if she had genuine burning desire for those men. Hold on.
Dragon Stalin 1001
Thank you, man.
chatted $50. Why would a man think you are the prize when hundreds of other men have already unwrapped you?
Look, okay, thank you, man. Appreciate it. People can change how they move. Like previously, if you had a hoe phase and party phase, whatever, and then now you want to wait, that's your prerogative. But I feel like a lot of men are going to feel a certain type of way about that.
And just don't tell them.
Well, I think you should be honest, for sure.
I feel like
I think you should be honest with men.
To be honest, I don't think a guy has ever asked me this or has been respectful about my past. Like, I know you guys like tend to ask about body count, and I just wanted to say, no guy has ever asked me about body count until I went on this podcast.
What's your body count, by the way?
I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it because I'm not sleeping with any of you guys. So I think that's a discussion for the person that I will be sleeping with.
Sure.
And okay, but I was just saying, like, I don't know, like, just the men that I've encountered have never been that way. So I just think it's really funny.
Well, okay, just to bring it back to the waiting thing, like, I'm just going to assume that she's just not that into me, or she's playing a game. Here's the thing, like, if it's her standard across the board and like all the guys she's been with, she waited, then 100%, like, I understand that. But it's like, I've had girls tell me, yeah, I've previously hooked up with like 30 dudes, and then now, like, you want to make me wait. Look, that's your prerogative. That's totally your right. However, I also have the right to feel a certain type of way about that. I feel like you're playing a game now, because also as a man, you want a girl who has genuine burning desire for you. If she doesn't have that kind of desire for you, like if she doesn't want you as much as you want her, here's what I start thinking. I'm like, okay, she's going to leverage sex in the relationship for compliance.
Yes.
She's using it to get me to commit. How else is she going to leverage sex? To do chores. If we have some like debate, or if we have some argument, you don't want to be with a girl who leverages sex against you to get compliance. You want a girl who wants to fuck you. You want a girl to have I don't want to convince a girl to sleep with me. I want a girl who's like wants me as bad as I want her. And if you don't have that, it's just like, why play these games? But anyways, go ahead. You were going to say something.
Like, in some sense, like waiting with a guy instead of just like hooking up with them right away could be like you want to wait and see if he's committed. With other guys, like all you want to do is have sex with them. Just like how some guys just jump into bed with like girls randomly. Like, oh yeah, I pick her, I'm gonna have sex with her.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think you have to look at the guy and look. Some guys are sociopathic. I don't know the right term, but some guys will manipulate you. They will lie, and that's unfortunate.
Men will do anything to get laid.
Men will lie to get pussy.
Oh yeah,
anything.
And
absolutely. And I agree. Most men.
That's why.
Here we go.
Gonna say this.
Here we go.
Let's go.
No, I'm gonna say something, and you guys are probably
close into the mic.
Okay, that's why you have to stop sleeping with loser men, because they will change. They will do anything for pussy, and they will fucking change. They will.
But you gotta look at how a guy moves. You gotta vet a guy properly. Look, are there some manipulative men out there that are gonna lie about that? Yeah. And also, like, a lot of guys, and comedians have been talking about this. Eddie Murphy had a special in the 80s. Men will wait, and then they'll sleep with you, and then they're gone. And I think that's wrong.
Because they won the prize and now they're done. They want to go.
They'll stay in the DMs for 10 years. I know
wait.
somebody personally that does that stuff, and it's, dude, like, come on, man.
But me personally, as someone who strongly prefers continuity, like, if I sleep with a girl, I want to continue sleeping with her.
That's good.
Because
you
like,
should want to.
You should want to.
To me, there's no point of having a one night stand. Like, it's a waste of time.
Okay.
There's a variety of reasons. One, just because to me, it's a very shallow exchange. I certainly value more honestly, the way a woman can impress me, it's not in the bedroom. Sure, that's great. And it's something I want, but like the way you're going to impress me is outside the relationship. But okay, sorry. I lost my train of thought. So I am not interested in casual sex, one night stands. Like, I've always wanted to, if I sleep with a girl, I want to keep seeing her. Sometimes
you want a wifey without the wife.
Well, I mean, relationships have to develop, but like, my philosophy is always, also, it's just, there's a myriad of factors. Even if sex was your primary motivation, First off, the first time you have sex with a girl is not going to be the best time you have sex with her. Also, once you have a connection, and if she loves you and you love her, the sex is going to be way better. It's going to be way better if you have that connection. And specifically on the physical point, from a physical point, she knows exactly what you like. You know what she likes. You have that comfort. You have that connection. And I think the sex just only gets better the longer you've been with a girl. So
you start doing extra work in the bedroom whenever you know that you like have a passion. Like it's passionate. It becomes passionate sex at that point. I would say. Yeah,
and from a purely practical point of view too, like
making love.
Yeah, so
at that point, yes.
Yeah,
do you guys get post-nut clarity? I'm just kidding. I'm sorry.
Like I think if a girl,
you know what I'm talking about.
If a girl doesn't have any feelings for me, and she's sleeping with me, like that pales in comparison to a girl that genuinely loves you and she's sleeping with you.
Yeah, I agree. Honestly,
like a girl, go ahead.
I was just going to say, having sex with somebody that you're genuinely attracted to and genuinely love is uncomparable. And I think that's the best. Like, I think like sex is a beautiful thing, and to do it with somebody that you really, really love is, I think, like, I don't know, like when I was in a relationship and when I was in love, I thought that was like amazing, you know? And then I got out of the relationship. I did have a hoe phase, whatever you want to call it. And I didn't really like it, to be honest. I would get post-nut clarity, literally. Or, I don't know, I didn't like it. I kind of didn't see I don't think I was really gaining anything from, you know, just hooking up with guys. A lot of them were not great people either. A few of them actually cheated on their girls with me, and I had to find out a really bad way.
I mean, the advice I would give women to vet men is, one, you can just straight up ask them. Some men are definitely going to lie. The other thing I would suggest is just look at, are they a fuckboy? Like, do they look like a fuckboy? And then the other thing is one, obviously you can avoid this situation by, for me, for example, if I match with a girl on Hinge, for example, on a dating app, and I know she's a tourist, like she's just in town for the night, I've had girls that are down to fuck, and I'll be like, I'm not interested. It's not worth my time to fuck you one time and never talk to you again.
Yeah.
It's just, I have better things to do.
Yeah, and I agree.
To be honest.
That's why I don't.
But that's what I guess what I'm trying to say is like, obviously, if the guy's a tourist, if he's in town, you can look at like how he moves. Does he party a lot? Does he drink a lot? Does he go to bars? Does he go to clubs? That guy's probably less likely to be looking for commitment than a different kind of guy. So there's definitely a lot of ways you can sort of suss it out. Are there still going to be manipulative men? 100%. So, yeah. One last thing to kind of